After this mom was in court for shoplifting from Walmart, a cop told her, "Follow my car." But before we start, please give the video a like and make sure to subscribe to Wonderbot and hit the bell so you'll never miss any uploads from us. Imagine that you're sitting in court waiting to hear your fate after being caught shoplifting. Then a police officer tells you to meet them outside. What on earth could they want from you now? Sheena Davenport was 18 years old when she ended up in court. A teenage mother with a 17-month-old child, she was struggling financially. As a result, she decided to do something that she'd come to regret. Her fiance's job had seen the couple move from Georgia to Dothan, Alabama, but soon afterwards he lost his position. Davenport, who had dropped out of high school when her child was born, also didn't have a job. Having little formal education meant that Davenport wasn't able to find employment, and so the couple's predicament worsened. Money was tight, and they were finding it harder and harder to put food on the table. So Davenport did something that she'd never expected to do. "I had to feed my family," she told the Washington Times. The couple had only $5 between them, which wasn't enough for dinner. Davenport subsequently stepped into Walmart and left with a few items. However, she hadn't paid for them. "I stole enough food for supper for a couple nights, a few snacks, and a bag of gummies for my 17-month-old daughter," she said. Unfortunately for her, she was caught in the act. Her crime consequently led her to appearing in court, although she'd never been on the wrong side of the law before. Davenport was ordered to pay a $700 fine for her actions. However, little did Davenport know that there was someone paying special attention to her that day. As she explained how bad her situation had become to the woman next to her, somebody else was listening. The individual in question was Police Officer Katrina Culbreth. She was touched by Davenport's story as she eavesdropped on the conversation. Then the officer did something that was completely unexpected. Culbreth asked Davenport to meet her outside when the court proceedings were over. "She just looked at me. She was confused," Culbreth told the Washington Times. "I met her outside where I told her to follow me." So where was the police officer taking her? Well, before long, they pulled up at a grocery store. It turned out that Culbreth wanted to buy the young woman some food for her and her family. In what was an incredible act of generosity, the police officer subsequently spent $139 on Davenport, purchasing food and diapers. Culbreth then told Davenport that if she ever needed any more help, she'd step in. It transpired that Culbreth's words came from a place of true understanding. Indeed, the officer had been through hard times herself. "I wanted her to know I knew how she felt, but nothing is ever worth stealing," Culbreth told the Washington Times. Davenport couldn't believe that a stranger would do something so kind to her, especially upon leaving the courthouse. As a result, she took a photo with Culbreth and posted it to her Facebook page. The photograph was accompanied by a message that explained exactly what had happened. Davenport wrote, "The world may be jacked up, y'all, but there are still people out there to make a difference." Moreover, humbled by the experience, Davenport promised that once she was able to, she would pay the favor forward. Then she praised the kind police officer who had stepped in to save the day. "Thanks to Officer Katrina, I now have hope," Davenport subsequently told the Washington Times. "She showed me so much that day. She showed me humanity and compassion." However, Culbreth herself didn't seem to savor her time in the spotlight. "I didn't do this for attention or to be put in the spotlight," she said. "I did this to help another human being. I felt led to help someone." Culbreth went on to point out that everyone struggles at some point in life. Davenport's Facebook post quickly went viral, with people sharing and liking it in droves. Indeed, it reached more than 10,000 likes within just a few weeks. The story clearly resonated with people worldwide. What Culbreth did for Davenport when the teenager was down on her luck showed incredible compassion that we can all learn from. It just goes to show that even when a person has hit rock bottom, there is always someone who can help.